Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mailbox Power Mastermind call that we have every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Eastern, because a lot of you on here are from Eastern. And as you know, each week we get together and we share ideas. This is not the Michael and Brenda show. This is not the Michael and Brenda train everybody. We want to learn from you. And we've learned so much from this crowd of people. But this morning we have an extra special guest this morning. You all know him as the CEO of Mailbox Power, but he's way more than that. He is a programmer extraordinaire. He is a family man. We got to spend some time with him in January, and we were already impressed with Justin, but once you meet him in person and get to spend some time with him, this is a really down-to-earth guy that is looking out for all of your interests and obviously the interests of Mailbox Power. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our rockstar CEO and let him share. I think he's going to share his vision and answer some questions on 4.0, but I'm going to leave it up to Justin.
Yeah, we'll keep it pretty informal this morning. So yeah, excited to be here, everybody. Thanks for that kind introduction. Kind of nice to be back to some sunshine finally in Utah. I spent the last week down in California, spending some time on the beach, getting away for spring break. So luckily I was able to bring some sunshine back with me because we've been just pounded with snow in Utah this year. And yeah, so it's been pretty nice. But yeah, I'm excited to be here with all of you. Thanks for having me on this morning. You know, Brenda and Michael asked me to share kind of briefly what my vision is for Mailbox Power. And honestly, we're living it. When we first started this 5 years ago, the idea simply was to do something a little bit different in the marketing world than what the common thing was. And the common thing at the time was digital. And it still is, to be completely honest. Like most marketers, when they get up in the morning and they think about, okay, what campaigns are we going to run this month? What are we going to plan out this quarter? What are we looking at this year? Mostly what they're thinking about is, okay, what it all boils down to a lot of email. It boils down to landing pages. It boils down to text messaging. It boils down to social media posts, digital forms of advertising. There's not even a lot of marketers that are thinking about television or radio or billboards or newspaper or anything like that anymore. You probably don't even get the newspaper at your house anymore. And I mean, I don't listen to the radio in my car. I'm not sure how many of you listen to the radio in your car, but the world has changed. There's a lot of podcasting going on now, and a lot of advertising you might hear on a podcast, or you know, social media has changed the landscape dramatically. Most of us get our news now from social media, unfortunately. And that disruptive advertising that we see in our social media feeds is where a lot of marketers are spending their dollars. And the secret to marketing is to be able to stand out. Like there's so many trainers and teachers and coaches that will teach you different creative, fun ways to like write a hook or a headline or something that's going to get someone to stop for 5 seconds and actually pay attention. Whether it's, this is the top like 30 different subject lines you should put on your emails to get them opened. And it's all kind of the same similar type of stuff. And what really stuck out to us, and this is back, like I said, not too long ago, 2018, was there's other methods that we can employ, chiefly among them being the mailbox. You know, there's a saying that your inbox is full and the mailbox is now empty because of the dramatic shift that's happened over the last 20, 30 years in marketing. So the goal originally was to bring back this concept of direct mail marketing and gifting in a way that was a heck of a lot easier and more creative and more personalized with better ROI. A lot of people, when you talk about direct mail marketing, they unfortunately think of what they call spray and pray marketing, right? So I'm going to go buy I'm going to go partner with the Postal Service and do what's called an EDDM, every door direct mail campaign. And it's super cheap. And everybody's going to get a flyer, and everybody's going to get the same flyer. And every flyer says the same thing: dear current resident, or dear valued customer, and they literally take them out of their mailbox and deposit them right into the trash bin. And so that's why people go, well, direct mail just doesn't work. It doesn't get results. It doesn't see, I don't see the results from it that I want to see, because a lot of those people are missing the point on the purpose, I think, of direct mail and strategic gifting. And the purpose is to actually build relationships. And how do you do that? How do you build relationships using direct mail? Well, you do things that are personalized. You do things that are thoughtful and timely. Because the cool thing about direct mail is there's a perception of effort. If you send someone a handwritten card in the mail versus you send that same person an email, they're going to think that the handwritten card took you 10 times longer to write than the email. I mean, we would all do that. I think most of us on this call are probably old enough to remember getting letters from grandma and grandpa, or letters from our parents and in the mail. And like, usually mine came with $5 in every year for my birthday, right? Well, there was something magical. There was something special about that we would get that in the mail, that grandma would take the time to send us a letter. Now, back in the day, what was grandma going to do? Was she going to email us? No. Maybe she called us on the phone, but there wasn't a whole lot of options, right? Well, in today's world, there are a lot of options. And I want you to think about when the last time was that a company sent you something for your birthday that you do business with. And for me, the honest truth is, I get stuff all the time for my birthday through email from a lot of companies that I work with, from my mortgage broker or whatever. And it's like, hey, Justin, it's your birthday month. Congratulations. And it comes across totally as like it's an automated thing. Like, I highly doubt that if I were to pick up the phone and call the guy who sold me my house 7 years ago, he'd even remember who I was. Right? So there's this perception of effort that goes along with direct mail. And the beautiful thing about our system and what we've been trying to build and what we have built over the last 5 years is we've wanted to make it so easy to trigger and send these personalized, thoughtful direct mail pieces, so that it was almost as easy as sending an email. And yet when someone receives it, they're going to go, holy cow, this is like, I can't believe you did this. You went down to the post office and you wrote me a letter and you sent it to me, or you put this package together, and even if they're smart enough to say, you set up some sort of a system to do this, that's pretty cool. They want to know more about that system. They want to learn about that system because they want to use it in how they're conducting and building relationships with others. So at the end of the day, I mean, that was the end game goal, and it still is, and we work towards that every single day, is to make it easier to leverage technology to basically make the perception of effort off the chart for every one of our users, so that they can maximize the relationships they want to build and cultivate with the minimal amount of effort. And that's really our mission, and it's, I would actually say it's been going pretty well. So we're really excited about where we've come from and where we're headed, and we're really excited that all of you are along for the ride with us. So
Awesome. Thank you, Justin. The other thing I would add to that is I had somebody just recently who said they used a system and they sent stuff out last year for the holidays, yet that company chose to put their branding also all over it. And I think the other thing that's unique about us and makes us stand out above all the other brands that are out there is that it is white labeled. So it is, and you've said this multiple times, is all about the client and making them look like the hero to their clients. So
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Can you may not be able to, but I'm gonna see if you'll spill a little. What is the vision for this year at Mailbox Power? Like, do we have a roadmap of when you expect to have some of those cool gifts you were talking about on the launch start to hit our website?
Yeah, so I would love to be able to give specific timeframes, but you all are probably aware of the challenges that we've had as we've moved into this new building, being kind of handicapped on power requirements.
Yep.
So 2 of our power panels have still yet to ship. We're still fighting to try to get those components. The pandemic did a number on supply chains for construction, specifically electrical components that are coming out of China. You may have heard about it in the news when it comes to like microchips for cars, but it also affected apparently breakers and circuit panels and all sorts of different things. And a lot of the builders that aren't just the suppliers, they're the actual fabricators of the components, can't get the raw materials they need in order to keep up with the demand right now. So we've been fighting with that. Good news is, they continue to tell me that we're 2 to 3 weeks out. Hopefully that means worst case scenario, they're 60 or 90 days out. At which point we can plug in a lot of the equipment that we've purchased. We've got a couple of big pieces of machinery that can do some really neat stuff and will add a lot of capacity to what we can do. But the plan for 2023 this year was to focus on two big things. One is analytics and tracking and making people see that there is an ROI with their direct mail pieces. That piece actually launched with part of version 4, and it all centers around QR codes. So if you haven't seen the QR code part of version 4, it's phenomenal. And what you can do with that and get the real-time notifications when people are scanning your mail pieces, and the analytics of your automations to say, yeah, this is where all the different pieces are at and who's scanning what. It's pretty cool. We're also working on kind of in that same vein in syncing up with quite a few different third-party systems. So some of you might know we've had a Zapier plugin for a long time. We're expanding our API. We're upgrading our Zapier plugin to be able to do more. And we're working with other CRM platforms to be able to integrate fully with them. And those CRM platforms will also then add additional layers of tracking and ultimately additional avenues to communicate with your clients. So for the sequences where it makes sense to send an email or send a text or whatever, you can now tie your direct mail into all of that using a third-party system or CRM. So there's a bunch of kind of under the hood technology stuff that's going on. The second primary focus this year is on our gift line expansion. So what we've wanted to do is offer a wider variety of gifts, everything from smaller items like the new candy jars that we just launched to more luxurious items, and items that you might only send once a year to a VIP client or that are a little bit higher ticket, higher budget. And so the team's heads down. We're working on those. We're working on getting all of those set up. Some of them do require the new equipment that we're putting in place. We have various pieces that we are upgrading and expanding that'll give us all sorts of really cool new capabilities without letting the cat out of the bag. So I would probably say the first part of Q3 we'll start to see a lot of that drop, and then we'll finish up right at the beginning of Q4, so that way we can really go out and just crush the holidays and do things where people don't feel like they have to go to Costco or Sam's Club or one of the big warehouses to take care of their holiday gifting this year. Businesses can do it right from the comfort of their own laptop or computer, and push a few buttons and have something that's just 10 times more meaningful than anything you could possibly send off of Amazon with their little cool receipt gift message thing. So
Awesome. So I'm gonna open it up and see what questions everybody has, whether that be on version 4 or just we get a unique opportunity this morning to have Justin on in his time. So if you could raise your hand, because I've got Justin spotlighted, so I'm not gonna see you unless you raise your hand. So Lulu.
Good morning. Thanks for the heads up, Justin. My question is, we are heading in that direction of working with larger companies with those CRMs and the needing integrations. Is there going to be some kind of training or something for us to be able to talk intelligently when we get somebody who needs to integrate a CRM with Mailbox Power?
So yes and no. So the trickiness with that is there's so many different systems out there that one of the things that we don't expect our affiliates to have to do is to try to figure out all the different platforms and systems that are out there or become technical experts. So that is one of the reasons that we introduced the get a demo button on our homepage. So if you send someone to the website and they click on get a demo, they can actually get a demo with our team. And then we can sit down and find out, okay, what CRM are they using? How can we best help them? Do we already have an integration for them, or do we need to build something? Who are the techie people? A lot of time when you're talking to bigger companies, it's the people who are the most excited about using the product aren't actually the same people that are going to implement the product. So it gives us a chance to kind of build a relationship with them, get to know them a little bit, and then get the right people on the phone call for the technical integration. And so that was kind of our fix for that, is to say, like, what we really want our affiliates focused on is getting people excited about what's possible with Mailbox Power, and then just sending those leads or that traffic essentially over to us, and then let our corporate team meet with them and talk with them. Of course, we'll always give you credit for the referrals that you bring to us. That's a core tenet of our company. But you don't have to become an expert in it. You can just be excited and show them, hey, look at this cool mug I made for you, or look at this cool whatever that I was just sent. You should do something like that for your clients. Well, how does it all work? And does it integrate with XYZ system? Well, you know what? I'm not 100% sure, but why don't you click on that get a demo button right there, and the team will walk you right through it.
Oh, okay. Somehow I missed that button, or I didn't know what it was for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Any others? I know that you all have questions because I've been getting the questions. It's time to ask them. Chris.
Yeah, I've got a quick question, and I've asked this in the past. And the way I learn with hands-on. So I'm wondering about a boot camp, not for the technical, know everything, but a 101, straight on 1 or 2 days, come into the town, and at our expense to come in and learn, and bring a group of us where best practices can be shared, things like that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's actually part of what we were going to do with our open house that we had to cancel because we didn't quite get the certificate of occupancy completed in time. But yeah, that's a great idea and something that I'd love to explore for this year. I know, like right now, the team, we are working on recording updated tutorials and information to put out, throughout the website. But yeah, having a boot camp or maybe an on-site mastermind session or something where you can come in and you can learn the system, we can show you kind of tips and tricks and stuff like that. That's a killer idea. So
Well,
We'll definitely add that to the docket.
I look forward to attending.
It's awesome.
Awesome. Gail.
Yes, I have 2 questions. One, I am getting ready to integrate a CRM. Should I do it now or should I wait till you guys get things rocking and rolling?
No, now it's great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The second question is, I'm still a little confused of why we've switched the way the affiliate program is for incoming affiliates. So if you could give us a little deeper look at that and why this has all changed, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so you're talking about the transition from the legacy program to the new influencer rewards.
Yes.
Yeah, so part of our knowledge that we've gained over the last several years that we've been doing this is to really identify who our ideal customers are and understand where they congregate, who influences them, what are their attributes, what do they spend money on, that kind of thing. So we've done a really killer job at building out who our ideal customer avatars are. These are busy professionals, generally in the age range of 30 to 60. They tend to be more on the solopreneur side. So they tend to be busy professionals. I've said in the past that when they pull out their credit card to buy something, usually it's their name on the credit card. It might be a company name, but it's got their name on the company with the company name. They don't have purchasing departments. They don't have 6 layers of approvals to go through. They don't use Salesforce and big high-end enterprise level type CRMs. They're not enterprises. They're more on the small to medium-sized business range. We tend to find and attract a lot in real estate because it's such a competitive market that you have to stand out in real estate. We tend to attract a lot that are based on commission. So if their income is based on basically keeping you on a policy or keeping your service year after year after year, they tend to like and use our service because they're more vested and focused on building relationship with their customers. So knowing our ideal customer allows us then to step back and say, okay, where do those people congregate and who influences them? And so what we wanted to do was put together a program for influencers that would reward them for bringing people to the table. And at the same time, what we've realized with our current affiliate model is that there was too much emphasis put on recruiting other affiliates and not enough emphasis on bringing ideal customers to the table. And so we didn't want to take away anything from anybody that's already been part of the current program, but moving forward, when we run into an influencer, and there's a handful of them that we're in discussions with right now, they don't want to turn Mailbox Power into a business opportunity for them. They don't care about that. They have an audience that they teach, train, coach, whatever it is. They're not looking to sign up those people and say, hey, you should now go become a Mailbox Power affiliate, and then I'll earn override commission from you, and I'll teach you all the ins and outs to be a successful Mailbox Power business affiliate. They're just not interested in that. What they're interested in is saying, can I send an email to my 40,000 people talking about Mailbox Power? Can I do a jointly branded landing page with you guys where we can drive all of my customers or my Facebook group to go get a special deal or offer? Or what is it that I can give my people? This is the question I get asked all the time. What can I give my people that's special that nobody else can give them? And that's the thing that the influencers are looking for. The influencers that we talk to, they want kind of an inside track with us so that they can go back to their audience and they can say, hey, if you work through me, I can hook you up and get you this XYZ special offer. Or they can send an email to their list and they can make some money. And so as part of that, the industry standard and what we've seen typically for most affiliate programs is a 20% commission, not a 40% commission. We don't have a problem paying 40% commission for affiliates that are actually motivated to go out and do those types of things, go out and email their list, go out and work with us to build a landing page, or actively be out there trying to sign up users month after month after month. And that's why what we've done in the new program is we've built that path to where they can still get 40%. They've got to bring 30 accounts to the table, which gives them a little bit of a goal to stretch for. So, and it helps us filter out the wrong type of affiliates. Because if we're talking to someone and they can't bring 30 accounts to the table, then to be honest, we don't want as a company to spend a ton of time training them, motivating them, getting them excited about Mailbox Power, because long-term, they're not going to ultimately be really, really successful with our program, right? They're not going to make the kind of money that they should be able to make if you can't get to about 30 accounts. So in thinking through all of this, this is where we came to the conclusion that we're going to modify the program. We're going to create the right incentive structures for the new influencers that we talk to. And what can we do to make all of our affiliates feel like they have that inside hookup, that inside track? And that's where the 90-day memberships option comes into play. So that's where on the main website, there is no 90-day option. It's you've got to know an affiliate, you've got to go talk to an affiliate, that affiliate can then hook you up. So this is part of the content that we can provide now in emails to our clients and say, hey, it's April 10th. If you'll sign up before the end of the month, I can actually get you 90 days worth of Mailbox Power for the best price around. For $149, you'll get 90 days of a pro membership. That is 150 greeting cards for $150, basically. That's unlimited free postcards, and it's access to this awesome system to basically never forget another birthday again, automate all of your top of mind marketing. So that's the real main objective, and why we've been adjusting the affiliate program is because we really do want to, and I know this maybe sounds a little counterintuitive, and but we kind of want to scale back the number of affiliates that we have to those that we think will be very successful with our program. And as we've talked around this and we've looked at a lot of the data on it, we feel like that this is the best chance we have to help influencers not waste their time and be successful. And then also help the affiliates that are maybe looking at the Mailbox Power opportunity, but they're going, I only know 2 or 3 people, to understand that this might not be the best affiliate program for them. There's other opportunities out there that can produce better results as an affiliate. But if you influence people, and whatever your niche is, and so that would be my other piece of advice to affiliates that are looking at this is, the most successful affiliates we have figured out what their niche is. And typically that comes from whatever their career was or career is, right? If they're in real estate, then they talk to real estate agents. If they're in insurance, they talk to insurance agents. If they were if they owned a couple different types of small businesses over the years, they consult with small businesses, whether it's landscapers or service-based businesses or whatever it is. Maybe we've got people that do like closet design. We've got people that do network marketing and party planning and all sorts of stuff. So figure out what aspect of Mailbox Power can help those people, and then become an expert at that, right? So what does, for example, let's just take party planning for a minute. What does a party planner need to be successful in their marketing? Well, they need, number one, to find clients. They need to be able to prospect and find clients. Well, some of the best ways to do that in the party plan business is going to be word of mouth and referral marketing, right? So you've got to be able to, when you do get a client, knock it out of the park, and then be able to build a relationship with them such that they're going to want to be referring you over and over again. So there's events, there's event marketing, there's top of mind marketing, there's prospecting marketing, there's follow-up marketing, there's preparation, right? What should you be doing? And not necessarily all of this is direct mail specific type marketing. This could be emails, this could be other things, but become an expert in that niche, whatever your niche is, so that you can help people and say, okay, look, if I was going to go talk to one of you on the call and you told me that your niche was party planning, I would want to be able to ask you, okay, what email service is the best email service to use for party planners? And I would hope that you'd be able to answer with some service that you've used or that you've seen recommended or that you're familiar with. If I said, okay, what service is the best service to send something nice to everyone who attended my event? Well, I would hope you would all say Mailbox Power could crush it with that, right? And what is a great place to get, maybe I need lanyards for an event, lanyards with like badges for an event. Well, Mailbox Power doesn't do that, but you should have a resource where you know where to get those types of things, right? So this is where becoming an expert in your field with the type of clients that you serve, well-rounded, where Mailbox Power becomes a tool, but not the tool, right? It's a tool to help you maximize your expertise with the clients that you're speaking to. And so that would be my biggest piece of advice to all of our affiliates is figure out who it is that you can serve the best in the world, what type of audience. And like this typically comes from, like I said, your past experience, your former career, what you're passionate about, and then figure out how you can serve them the best. And if there's a way that you can pitch Mailbox Power, great. If Mailbox Power isn't the right fit for your audience, that's okay too. Like that's still okay. Like we still love you. We still want to be friends with you. And I still want to support you and help you build relationships with those people, because we have people who use Mailbox Power all day long and never talk to any of their clients about Mailbox Power because it doesn't make sense for them. We have a few people that do like 6-figure type coaching. I mean, and what they use us for is to send out wow gifts, and like they call them shock and awe packages. And they don't talk to their clients about Mailbox Power. They just use us behind the scenes to help them come across as the hero. And that's totally fine. That's totally cool. So anyway, that's a kind of a long-winded way of answering your question. So at least I hope that's helpful anyway.
So Justin, I'm going to address the elephant in the room because nobody's asking it. Gail kind of alluded to it, but I've had a lot of people reach out to Mike and I and say, but why would I want to go talk to an influencer and bring them on if it's not a 2-tier affiliate? Because they have thousands of people, and how would I really benefit from that? So
Sure.
That's been a question I'm getting a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah. And so that is the legacy type of affiliate. That is the people who have been part of us, and the people who are even joining this month are some of those more minded individuals who say, look, I don't have an audience, I don't have a network, but I know someone who does, and I want to bring them to the table and I want to benefit from that. And that's great. And if you want to do that, now is the month to get signed up and be part of us and get going. Most of the people, however, that are interested in that are already with us, and a lot of them are already grandfathered as super affiliate status. Now, one thing I did tell Brenda the other day, and I'll make it just public for all of you, is if you do bring someone to the table before the end of the month, and over time they decide, you know what, I really do want to become a super affiliate, and I'm a connector. Like I don't have my own audience, but I'm well connected to a handful of other people who have audiences, or well connected to a couple of influencers, and they want to become super affiliates. I will work with them to get them super affiliate status. So that is something that I will make available kind of on a case-by-case basis, because that's what we're looking for in super affiliates, is people who are connected to influencers that then can bring a group of people together. However, that being said, that's not who we're actively out there looking for. We're not looking for people to go out and talk about Mailbox Power as a business opportunity. We're looking for people who want or already have audiences, or who already are influencers, to come to the table and bring their audience to the table. And that's part of the change that we're trying to make with this whole influencer rewards program is that, like I said, we're just not looking for people to bring other people to the Mailbox Power business opportunity. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't like, and we haven't liked it for a while, calling what we do here a business opportunity. We're a marketing platform with an affiliate program. We want to reward you for bringing people to us and referring our product and service. But I don't want to go out, and I don't want to be on the FTC's radar, and I don't want to have anybody saying, yeah, Mailbox Power is an awesome business opportunity. Because to be completely honest, there's better ones out there. If you're looking to just do something for a single company full time, we are a better fit when we are used in tandem with multiple solutions for marketers. And like I said, we're just a tool in the tool belt. A CRM is more of the actual tool belt itself, that then you plug in email, you plug in text, you plug in Mailbox Power. And so that's where we're headed there. So I don't know if that really answers your question, but that's
yes, I think that answered the question for those that have been asking me that question. There are a couple of other questions in the chat. Justin, one, are you going to be adding many more cards in the design templates? And I know that I know you're working on this behind the scenes, but I know right now it's kind of hard to know. Those of us who have been around for a while, where to find the automations, because now they're divvied up into 4 categories. Are we going to be able to have one catch-all that if somebody doesn't really know what one of the 4 categories it really falls in, that they can search all of the automations for?
Yeah, so that's on our short to-do list, is to get all of the cards that are in the automations in the design catalog as well. So yes, the plan is to continually be adding more designs to our design catalog. However, it's not going to be the primary focus, because and this is one of the reasons we launched the new note card product. We've found that a lot of people get hung up on picking a design for a card. And so then they don't send anything at all because they can't find the right design. Well, you don't have a card that says this or that, or it's in the right colors, or has a cute design for Mother's Day, Father's Day, St. Patrick's Day, whatever the holiday is that you want to send out for, or whatever. And I've said this in the past, and I'll keep saying it. The best you can hope for with that card is that it will be maybe stuck on someone's fridge for a couple weeks, or put on the mantle during the holidays, but eventually the card goes in the trash. And if the card is stopping you from sending and being thoughtful, then you're sending the wrong card. I would suggest just go find a note card, write a quick message on it. You will get the exact same response from someone from just a simple note card as you will from a really well designed, super awesome, nice greeting card. So like I have yet to met someone who's been like, man, these brownies would have tasted a whole lot better if they'd come with the greeting card instead of a note card, right? So don't let that hold you up. So it's not going to be our main focus. We're not trying to compete with other companies with the name cards in them. We're not trying to compete with the Shutterflies of the world. We're not trying to compete with other big card companies, because a lot of the people that we talk to, they have card sets or ideas for card sets that they already want to use and work with. They're not just kind of randomly browsing the card catalog.
Justin, you want to call me back?
Oh yeah.
Justin,
hang on one second. Yeah, I'll call you right back. Sorry. Phone calls coming in.
No worries. The other question is, when will the new CRM be available?
So the CRM is an interesting thing. So we are, some of you have heard me talk about, we have this brand, Rocket Notes. This was the original brand that we started with. And we're repurposing that brand to be a new CRM platform. And it's going to be, actually, we're setting that company up as a distinct company from Mailbox Power. So it's going to have seamless interoperation with Mailbox Power, but it is going to be a separate company. We're actually going to be having a set of separate investors for that. And it's going to be really, really cool. And it's going to be our first kind of foray into this expanded marketing world beyond just direct mail. Rocket Notes, it's in development right now. I've got a different team working on it. I'm actually not a programmer in it, which I absolutely love. My focus is going to stay heads down on Mailbox Power. I am working on the componentry that ties into Mailbox Power, so that there's some seamless operation there. But we're in phase 3 of an initial project that only had 3 phases. So, and they're telling me we're probably about 45 to 60 days out to completing that. And at that point, we'll probably open it up for beta users, and then we'll do a full-fledged launch. So that'll be coming later in August. And Brad Quintana, who I think most of you know, Brad, he's the team member we've got that's spearheading Rocket Notes and is going to be leading that organization. So we're really excited about that and the potentials there. So.
Awesome. Gail also asked the 90-day option only until April 30th. And I can actually answer that question, Gail. It is only until April 30th for current non-members and pro members. Pro can upgrade to executive. Non-members can do either the pro or the executive. After that, it's for new customers only, unless Justin knows something that I don't know.
Yeah, so the 90-day plans will stick around for forever, at least for the foreseeable future. But they'll only be for new customers. So anybody who's currently on pro or had canceled their membership in the past, if they log into their Mailbox Power account, they'll have a purple button at the top that they can one-click upgrade. That purple button will go away. There's a countdown on it. It's counting down right now to the end of the month. So that goes away at the end of the month. The chance for them basically to come back and say, you know, I want to check out Mailbox Power again. I want to check out the QR code stuff. I want to check out all the enhancements. I'll do 90 days. And so gives the pro members a chance to jump into the QR code, tracking and analytics, and then it gives everyone who's canceled in the past a chance to come back and give us a shot again for 90 days. And then after that, you can still sign someone up on a 90-day program. They'll just have to sign up with a new account. It's just new accounts only. So.
There's another question. Terry asked, will there be a special offer this summer for those who have pro accounts? And the executive is going to go away too. The 49 and 149 are going to 79 and 199. And have you considered any kind of a intermediary, wow, I know how to say that, level for them, because postage has gone up, more appealing for small business owners? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to let Justin answer it.
Yeah, so the short answer is no. At this point, we're going to try to keep all of our prices on our products as the same. That's part of one of the reasons we made the change to the affiliate program, where we're not paying product commissions starting May 1st. That also allows us to bring in some additional products, higher end products, where there's not a whole lot of money to be made on the products, but they're offerings that people will want to send and want to be able to offer. So no, yeah, right now we don't have any plans to offer any sort of special outside of the 3-month, 90-day new sign up special. I've looked on the internet, I've looked at multiple different competitors. I can't find anybody who's doing unlimited free postcards for $79 a month. I can't find anybody who's giving you 50 free greeting cards for that price. So, I think we're pretty competitively priced out there in the marketplace. And so I think what we're going to do is focus more on how can we make sure that the value is really, really there for everyone who is on a pro package or an executive package.
Awesome. Thank you, Justin. Walter asked, when is the $49 pro package going to $79? That's July 1st, correct, Justin? Or is
Yeah,
it
it's
August 1st?
it depends on which one you signed up on. I believe the 49 Pro, if you're talking about the special that we did like back in October, November, it was through, I think it was through the end of July.
I think it's the end of July, so
Yeah.
I think it's August.
So
1.
August 1st is when, yeah, anyone who's on the $49 a month.
And the
yeah.
executive is December, correct, Justin? That
If-
went through.
Yeah, so there were 2 different executive ones that we offer. We offered executive a couple of times last year at the lower monthly price, $149. If you signed up for executive at the end of the year, yeah, it was going to last. It was going to match everybody who got it till the end of 2023. So yeah, the executive one will last until the end of the year if you're on the monthly. We may do a special on an annual right before those expire. I don't know. I'd have to talk to the team. I'm not letting anything out of the bag. So you go, well, Justin said it on the video on April 10th. Don't quote me on it because I'm just saying nothing's for sure. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we, you know, and I put a chart out in the Facebook groups. I hope everyone saw that in the affiliate group that kind of showed you when it makes sense to go from a pro to an executive. Typically the threshold where it makes more sense to be paying $199 a month plus the cost of your gifts is when you're spending a total little bit over $500. A little bit depends on what the cost of the gifts you're sending and to the number of recipients, but that chart will help you know and help your customers know when they should be upgrading to an executive membership. But that, I mean, our ideal customer and the customers who get the absolute best success with Mailbox Power and get the best results, they're spending over $1,000 a month with us. In combination of their subscription and then also their cards and gifts. And the ones that aren't on executive, if you're spending that much, you should be on executive. No question about it. So
awesome. And a while back, Mike and I put out a document that kind of if you use both of them together, what Justin put out with packages, and then there's other people that want to use Mailbox Power for the marketing arm of their business and are doing it more for lead generation. Ours talked about how many postcards, how many cards, where that break even is, and when people should be considering that executive account. And it was based on the 79 and 199. So that's out in the documents section of the affiliate group. So we're coming up close to the top of the hour. Maybe one or two more questions if somebody has them, because we want to be respectful of Justin's time. This morning, we really appreciate him coming on and giving us a little bit of insight and answering questions. Suzanne.
Justin, thank you for all the information. I had 2 questions. I put them in the chat. One of them was you talked about the note card, and I thought that was only to go with when you send a gift or something. But I would love to be able just to send that, you know, by itself. Is that something that's possible?
no, not right now because we
No.
do them for free. And so we really wanted this to be something where someone was like, you know, I need to send some brownies, but I can't find a card that goes along with it. Let me just put a quick note in there. Or I want to send this, you know, a water bottle or a mug, and I just want to write a quick note. That's who it was really designed for.
Okay, thanks. The other question I had real quick is, you had mentioned, not today, but at another time, that the dynamic QR code may be possible with the pro account eventually. Is that something you're thinking about?
Not right now, just because of the amount of technology we had to build into to handle all of the analytics and tracking and everything. We're going to keep that as an executive feature. If you're to the point in your marketing that you really want to track the effectiveness of your direct mail campaigns, the $199 price point for the software really shouldn't be that big of a hurdle for most businesses that are to that point. So yeah, for now, we're going to keep that there. Plus, one of the most effective cards to put that dynamic QR code on is the medium size postcard. The medium size is a little bit bigger. It grabs someone's attention a little bit more. There's just some weight to it. And those are 100% free. You just pay for the postage on the executive plan. So.
And I would add, because I've done a little bit of homework and research of competitors, that whether it be on direct mail or other ways to track QR codes, are charging way more than $199 just for that technology. And that's on top of paying for the postcards and that. So we have an amazing deal with the $199, and we need to get out of the small little mindset, and we need to be talking to businesses that have a bigger mindset and understand the value of spending money to make money in their business. And you should, this is just my personal opinion, this isn't a corporate opinion, but my personal opinion is, when you are talking to businesses, you need to be showing them the value and saying, my goal for you is that this is not an expense for your business. This is such an asset for your business. It's going to generate so much more income for your business that the $199 is pennies. Like, you should be talking to them about, you should be creating double, triple, quadruple, 10 times what that $199 is plus the postage. So if you're not talking to businesses that way, just my personal opinion, you should be.
Love it. Love it.
All right. I got a ton of questions about the dynamic QR code generator. Is there a video which explains the feature? I'm sure it's probably coming.
Yeah, it's high up on the to-do list. So
awesome. And I know that you're working on the videos, Justin. As they get videos available, are we going to start, even if it's just one page at a time, adding that purple tutorials button back on the website? Or are we waiting for all of them?
No, we'll add them and get them, and we'll also release them out on our YouTube channel. And yeah, so that way you guys can get them and share them and all of that.
So Brian just asked me, with what I just said, is that the business that they get from, or signing up affiliates? I'm not talking about signing up affiliates at all. That's not what I'm talking about to business owners. I'm talking about, think about it. If you give me $100 bill, and that $100 bill can bring friends back, and you get $300. So you spend $100 or you spend $200 investment in your business, and it creates $1,000 sale, $1,000 commission. How often are you going to do it? All the time. Even if it only creates $200, $200 creates $400. You're going to, anytime you can take $1 and make it into 2 or 3 or 4, a business owner is going to do that. They're looking for systems that let them multiply their dollars. And that's exactly what Mailbox Power does for their business. Awesome. Well, that's a wrap. Maybe we'll have Justin on another time, but I want to be respectful of Justin's time this morning. Mike did say in the chat, sorry, we have our grandkids here, and they keep calling for grandpa, so he wasn't able to be on with us all the time this morning. But we so appreciate you, Justin, your time this morning, but not just this morning, in general, and your fortuitiveness, I don't know the right words. Anyways, you're forward thinking for this company, because I truly believe we've been with other companies, not just card companies, but we've been with other companies that aren't looking so far into the future like Justin is, in keeping us ahead of the wave. In other words, always keeping us 1 or 2 steps ahead of everyone else, so that we do have the premier product. We do have the premier direct mail marketing system. And so we really appreciate you for that. And we also appreciate your transparency and coming on these calls and sharing your vision. And sometimes we don't like the answers you give us, but at least we have the answers. You're not questioning. We have the ability to get those answers from Justin. So I appreciate you, and we look forward to having you on another call. Maybe when you can announce a grand opening or something, so that
That would be great.
we
Get
can
those
share
power
some
panels.
juicy stuff. Yeah. If anybody has any way to help Justin get those electrical panels, get people maybe brownies. Maybe you need to ship some brownies to China, Justin.
I'll tell you what. Insane.
All right. Well, I hope you all have a fantastic week, and we will see you back here next Monday for Mailbox Power Mastermind call. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.